While every overseer has their own play style, here are a few necessary steps to take when you initially embark on a new map. Farms. Dig to the soil layer underground and set up plump helmet farms as soon as you can. You need to be able to create food, but more importantly, booze as soon as possible. See my tiny tutorial on agriculture for more information about this. Number 2, trees. Chop down trees around your initial site. 3 or 4 should do fine. You'll need trees to build both beds and lightweight barrels and bins. Number 3, build. Build the following workshops out of whatever material is available to you, probably wood at this point. A carpenter's workshop, mason's workshop, a mechanic, kitchen, still, and craftsdwarf's workshop. All these workshops are necessary to survive the first year. Number 4, defenses. As soon as you can, work out your defensive strategy. You need to create a space that allows your dwarves to stay safe no matter the threat. As an example, I'm going to build a raising drawbridge around a tiny keep attached to a lever, which will serve as a lockdown if my fortress is invaded before I'm ready. There's lots of ways to do this, but this is a simple way to defend yourself until you're ready to expand. Number 5, stockpile. As soon as you can, create a stockpile that accepts everything other than stone, corpses, and refuse, and build it underground. This will prevent theft from your wagon by animals and kobolds. If your steel anvil gets stolen, you're gonna have a bad time. Number 6, trade. Plop down a trade depot using B, capital D, outside your fortress so that you don't forget and miss your first trade caravan in the autumn. While you're doing that, queue up some rock crafts from the craftsdwarf workshop so that you have something to trade with when they arrive. When they do arrive, your top priority for trading are going to be the strange mood materials that you can't usually get, such as silk, wool, and cloth, thread, gypsum plaster for your hospital, maybe a couple gems, maybe some bars of metal if you haven't dug anything up yet, and of course, more booze-making plants. Number 7, zone. Press I and zone your caravan animals to a safe spot. You can use N and capital N to pasture your animals. Additionally, set up a zone for fresh water and fishing on a river or other water source in case your dwarves are injured. You can change this later when you build a well within your base. Number 8, craft. Other than crafting something to trade with for the first caravan, make sure you've queued up 7 beds in order to create a dormitory, some tables and chairs for a temporary dining room, and some doors to reduce the chances of thieves or invaders face rolling through your base. Doors also help isolate dwarves with terrible moods and keep animals from straying too far if they get spooked. Here are some extra steps I like to take if my dwarves are idle, but they're not strictly necessary. Number 9, ground plants. I like to designate dwarves to dig up all the local plants on the surface in the first season. Though this gives the starting 7 a lot of hauling to do, it takes the edge off the farmers to produce booze-bearing plants in the first season. Number 10, carving bedrooms and communal living. Often I carve a large area on the first or second layer of soil directly below the surface for a catch-all stockpile. In this stockpile, I usually build a set of 7 beds and designate them as a dormitory. This way, my dwarves get a bed to sleep in while I refocus my energy on digging their actual bedrooms. And number 11, barrels and bins. During the lifetime of your fortress, you'll almost always be low on barrels and bins. Since any overseer worth their salt will need to keep food and drink production up, I usually set a carpenter working on barrels and bins if he's not busy. And that's it! Hopefully this guide will clear up any confusion and help you survive your first season and prevent you from losing any dwarves. Good luck, overseer.